them all to yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up what's for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, like that. Hey. Never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no
Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Falcons and the Dolphins, and it's coming right up on EA Sports.
From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. But tonight, we've got a preseason matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Miami Dolphins. Charles Davis alongside me, and I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, folks, the wait is over. Yes, it's just the preseason, but football is back in your living room.
And I'm excited. I know you are as well. The summer heat feels good on these old bones, especially because we're not putting on pads. We don't have to be out there in that heat running into other people. But I'm glad these guys are. Football is back.
Here's the punter, Jake Bailey, ready to do the honors. And we are underway from Miami. Taken at the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his second season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
The Falcons got their feet wet with Ridder during a 4-game audition last season, and he did end their year with a pair of wins. Optimism reigns that he is their quarterback of the future.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. And we get a look now at the 2023 draft class for the Falcons. And let's push the first-round running back debate to the side for now, CD, and just agree on this. Bijan Robinson, very special prospect at the position and a massive addition to their offense.
Agreed. And it seems like he's already embracing being the face of the Falcons. We expect this offense to officially run through him, no pun intended. And it's great seeing him get some help with their next pick. Matthew Bergeron out of Syracuse, whether they play him at tackle or at guard, I expect him to play early.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Ritter. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up
start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
the punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Now Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time.
Injuries overshadowed a great season from Tua last season. He led a Miami passing game that was one of the best in the league, and even more importantly, took them to the postseason for the first time in 6 years. That jump they were looking for from him, it absolutely occurred.
Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the rookie 3rd-round pick, it's Devon Achane. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Tua now on 1st down. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That'll allow him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and
8. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. They begin the drive with Robinson. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Robinson will try to pick it up. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Tua going to throw. That's Waddle. He's got the catch on the out route. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Getting this out to the flat, Mostert. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's another first down on a big gainer there, 33 yards. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. A give up the middle to H.A. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here's Mostert. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Wilson will take this in for the Dolphin touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Ritter going to change it up. On 2nd down, another shot for Robinson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. 3rd and short, Ritter. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll swing this out wide. Here's A-Chain. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make someone miss in the open field.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. There's no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 43 yards rushing for him now in just his first 3 carries.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy's setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Two and now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. So Tua making the completion there. What's different about playing a left-handed quarterback like him? And specifically, I guess, what does this defense need to try and take away?
I'll take the first part that you asked about being left-handed. We've got to find out if he can move to his right and still continue to be accurate. So I want to push him in that direction and see if he can get his body squared around and make those throws that he's used to making. The next part is he's a dart thrower. Loves those short to intermediate routes first. Sit on those and make him throw the deep ball. Not that he's not capable, but you want him to prove it to you first.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun, and he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. That throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 25 yards that time.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
On first down, Ritter. A quick throw, but incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Ritter throwing on 3rd down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, Falcon football. On now to punt. Here's Bradley Pinion. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And here comes Berrios. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Back to the air on 2nd down. White. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run here with Mostert. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. It's taken to the 26. A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The drive starts with a completion left side. The end result, 21 yards.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
And that one complete to Hart. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing. Heineke. That one complete to Darby. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And they'll try to throw now. Heineke. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. John Fitzpatrick from 6 yards away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Dolphins about set to go to work on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Off play action, here's White. Going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now White. That's complete to the tight end, Saubert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2. The play fake, now White. He'll swing this out to Mostert. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd went to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
2nd down, Gaskin. A little juke. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
I think that's about as good a 3-yard run as you're going to see. And he actually did with a little bit of flair, didn't he?
The Dolphins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. White. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
That swung out to Mostert. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. And we'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 9. Now White. His throw incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive. This one tough. They need 9 yards on 3rd down. White off play action. And that is incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Taylor Heineke in the offense heading back out. He had the touchdown pass last time they had it. And they'll start here with a 1st and 10. To throw is Heineke. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. If he can hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
One thing we know about RPO throws, they don't take long to develop. He had him wide open to the outside, hit him with it, but I think his eyes were looking downfield trying to see that open grass. Ends up dropping it. That's a missed opportunity.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and out will come the offense as they take over. Miami set to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. White. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. White on 3rd and long. They'll set up the screen here to Gaskin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So the call there, roughing the passer.
Well, the preseason's time for working out the kinks, but sometimes you've got some defenders who are too eager to impress trying to make this team. And that time we saw one take a shot at the quarterback way too late.
On first down, it's White. Got a man, it's Barrios, complete.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to carry the yards that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Draw play. Here's Gaskin. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
So 3rd down, and the Falcons going with a dime. 6 defensive backs. To throw, White. And that will be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Here's White. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
To throw on 2nd down, here's White. Pass incomplete.
Well, we've seen him catch a few passes out of the backfield in the first half, unable to connect on that one.
Certainly seems like getting him the ball out of the passing game, though, is part of their game plan.
It certainly is because he catches it well, creates a mismatch. You're going to cover him with a linebacker, a corner, a safety. They feel like he can win every battle.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, here's White. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
A 49-yard attempt.
Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate in front of the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number one. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year, as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. Back to you guys in just a minute as we've started the countdown to opening night. Remember, the preseason has shrunk from 4 games down to 3. So just 2 more weeks of preseason action follow this, and then we get it all started on the first Thursday after Labor Day. In our game, the defenses look to be ready for the regular season. Maybe not the offenses just yet, but still a half to go as we get you back.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Dolphins getting set to go back to work here in quarter number 3. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. On 1st and 10, White. They'll swing this out wide to Gaskin. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
White looks to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
In the early days of the NFL, you could easily blame these drops on maybe some uneven or uncertain lighting in the stadium. Not anymore. The lights are pretty good.
Yeah, they're great here at night, but his second drop, indeed, not a good look. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7.
That's be exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the third quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Take it at the 37. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it will be Falcon football. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Looking to throw, Heineke. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football. Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle, 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And he'll get this down close to a 1st down at about the Dolphins' 36. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage with just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So a big play there on 4th, and now 1st and 10 at the 30. Hands it off out of the gun. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
From the 21, here's 2nd and a couple. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the past, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, injury's never good, especially here in the preseason. Hopefully nothing serious. They'll take a look at him, and we'll step aside for a moment. They'll try and sneak it here. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than... of a shoelace. They convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. They'll give to Algier out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
He's taken down at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Nothing doing there. To be unlucky.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held them to no gain.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Heineke escaping the pressure right. Touchdown, Falcons! Jonnu Smith, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it was Jonnu Smith, the big tight end, who capped the drive with a touchdown reception. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Miami's offense set and ready to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
To throw on third down, White. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fielded at about the 28. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry.
Pressure gets there on Heineke, and down he goes. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets home for the sack. Well, it was second and long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Deshaun Hand, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Here's Bradley Pinion now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not 1 drop. It's not 2. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Back to the air on second down. White. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this third quarter. Second down, 8 to go from the 28. Throwing, Heineke. And he rifles one incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. On third down, Heineke. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. Three quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Miami, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return, and it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth quarter lead. Throwing on first down, White. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure art. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Up the middle they go with Mostert. Bulldozes past him. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. The Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that will bring up second down. Here's Mostert, toss left side. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the third down.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, here comes Mostert. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. They'll try and run for it. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. 4th and inches in plus territory, that seemed like a prime spot to go for it.
It certainly did, and there's so many things that go into it. Are you too far away for a field goal, but not far away to punt it? Do you just feel like your offense is better? I just think in today's NFL, offense feels like it has to take care of the football, has to keep the ball, because scoring is up. You better maximize every possession. You trust your offense more than you trust your defense in today's league.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Tay Davis there on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. Well, you hate to see this before the regular season even begins. We'll take a break and come back. More preseason action in a moment. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now White. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Robbie Chosen, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 17-14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. He'll find Darby. That's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On 1st and 10, it's Algier.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
From the 46, here's the 2nd and 9.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Now a 2nd down throw. Here's Franks.
And this one's incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Franks now. And that one complete to Hart.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 27.
Franks.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Now Franks. That'll be taken in by Darby.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do in that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, Franks.
And he's got his man on the out route. Touchdown! Kaderl Hodge. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Falcons answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here. And they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Coup for the extra point.
It's up and good to make it 21-17. So that drive in total 8 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
So now here come the Dolphins.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's going to be out around the 45-yard line. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Now White off the bootleg.
And his throw is incomplete. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Here's White.
Open man is chosen. He's got him.
And he'll be touchdown here, but not before he does pick up the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. Now White with a first down throw.
A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
That's going to be caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Give him 30 yards there.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown.
Alec Ingold
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Dolphins have retaken the lead.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Franks, short throw to Smith.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Handing it off, right side, Algier. And he's going to get out of bounds Falcons with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Short throw to Smith.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. Back to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
They'll look to throw. Dumps this one off to Algier. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Final minute, no timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Inside a minute to go. Here's 2nd and 10 now. He'll look to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from home. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4th down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Open man is hard. It's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. The Falcons back out, getting set for this next drive.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked at the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.